YouTubers, MJ here with our next episode. Yeah, in this episode, we're gonna learn how to do a little more bare metal foiling. My bare metal foil tip how-to. So the car we're gonna be foiling is my 72 Torino Coupe, the one I've been working on off and on. I don't think I made any videos of this one, but I know I did a short one, but probably not in depth. But there's the chassis I made for it. It's a NASCAR, and I did some tricks and kind of made it more for a street car. Added a fuel tank, rear shocks, exhaust, redid the steering. Got rid of the plastic tabs and used straight pins. The motor itself is from the MPC 79 Bronco kit for the 351 400 covers. My homemade 4-barrel intake out of the original 2-barrel. Transmission out of a 66 barreling C6. This motor had a C6 on the back of it, but it was a 4x4 tranny, so I cut it off and added one from the car, so it had a tail shaft. Wired the motor, added a fuel line. I don't know what all you'll be able to see. It's kind of dark even though the sun's out. So let's well, first thing I need to do is I need to clean up one of my cubicle cleaners. How about this one? I'm trying to find one here that should work. I'll have to got to do some sanding on it. I haven't found my other one. I don't know what happened to it. It like disappeared, like totally gonzo. So we'll get this one sanded up so I can use it to burnish down the foil on the edges, you know, especially after you cut it. Plus it gives you a guide when you go to cut it. So it's been a little while since I did my last video, so you have to bear with me. It's been a while since I've done foil, so hopefully it won't be too bad. Now I know my foil, it's got some cracks in it. It's well, I've had it a year. I had it up here in the shop, and there was a lot of humidity up here. Number one key, humidity kills it. So, well, a little more of an edge, and it should be ready to go. I had a toothpick. I might file one of them down too, just to have it. But this one I used for the lower body molding, because it's a straighter shot. So there's that. Let me grab a toothpick here. I don't know what I did with the other one, so we'll get that one sanded up. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'll pause this and let me get all set up, and we'll get right back with you. Okay, fellow plasticators, YouTubers, we're back. Alrighty, well, best part is to take my specs off. Alright, here's what we got. I've got this one filed, sanded down, filed down, whichever. And if you look, it's on an angle, so you can control it, is how I do it. And just in case, did this little one here, which is a toothpick. So, with that in mind, got that going. And I'll try not to breathe heavy on this one. Last time I did the video, I was on medication. I was like severely overweight. So hopefully this one will be a little better. Now, what you need to do is make sure you get rid of edge of the bare metal foil, because there's less sticky there. So I'm not going to remove it. I'll just leave it there. Should put a new blade in that one too. So, I'll go ahead and start here. Get this all cut up. Help if you can see what I was doing, huh? Ah, there we go. That cuts a little better. Also, my other tripod's broke, and I think I did it when I was remodeling the room. I'm going to attempt to fix it later, not right now. But about a month ago, I bought a little itty-bitty tripod because, luck would have it, couldn't find mine. So, it's on there now. I'm going to see if that height will work. I can raise it, I can lower it. I think it goes to like 6 inches. Not real tall. But I think it'll work good for something like this. So, what I'm doing is I'm cutting a series of strips out. I know some of the section's bad, but you know, I can cut that out. That's not a big deal. It just helps. Use what you can. You know. Now, I'm trying to let it warm up because I got a lot to do outside. So, I figure, well, let's see if we can get this car foiled. And we'll go from there. This video won't be uploaded till tonight, so. Oh, bummer. That iced coffee. Oh well, it happens. Oh, I need to grab a, put that there, put that over there. Clean my bench up a little bit too. Oh, got some stuff here. Well, that worked. Body's all polished up, so we'll lay this down. Just so we don't scratch the car, you know? Alrighty, where should we begin? Let's make sure this is all the way out. Yep, it is. And give me a second here. I'm gonna adjust this up. Turn this down a little bit. There we go. That'll work. That's a pretty good bird's eye view. But there's the resin 72 Torino Coupe. I just got done waxing it. I didn't wet sand this one. I didn't polish it out. I just shot it and called it good. Now it's just going on the shelf. It's for my build. What to start with first? Let's go with the A-pillars. Might as well work from the top down and then go from there. Okay. So what I do next is I anticipate what I'm going to need. So I'll go ahead and cut that out. Grab my tweezers. I can't find my good ones. That's a problem with remodeling and rearranging and whatnot. Now I try to put these down to where it's pretty close to the edge to begin with. Let's go ahead and start with this little one. See if we get it going. Kind of burnish it into the indent in the body. Now, what a lot of people forget is to cut the end piece there. Now, I use my finger and I kind of slide it back and forth with a rolling motion, which rolls it, tucks it nice and tight. And then I'll burnish it on the inside. I'll use the big one for that. So there we have that. Not a whole lot on the inside. So there's that. Now the part I like is, got to hold the body at the right angle, you know, whichever's good for you. And you just ever so lightly, just let the weight of the X-Acto handle do the cutting. Don't help it along. Don't force it. Believe it or not, if it's a new blade, it'll cut it. Now I did notice one thing. Make sure the edge after you had cut it, you flatten it down, burnish it. So when you go to put the piece over it, it's not a big bump. Okay, let's see how it looks. I lift up, pull back a little, and it gets this big piece off. So now you want to make sure, I think the reason it did that, it wasn't cut all the way down. It was close. Like I said, I don't like to put pressure on it. I like it to do its own. Okay, I got a little piece sticking out. There it is. There's that one. So run back after you do that so it locks it back down in the cut line. There we go. All the way down and around. Yeah, I'm a little rusty. It's been a while. Been a little while. So make sure it's burnished really good, including that edge, because you know what, you want that as flat as you can get it. And what I didn't grab was a Q-tip. Now, don't run this Q-tip where you're going to be laying foil down because it won't stick. So I got an area that's fighting me a little bit here, so I'm good down here. I'm not going to go all the way up. Plus it'll give me an idea how it looks, burnishing part of it with a Q-tip. We'll see if the camera picks it up. There's good to go. Now, the bottom half I did. Top half I haven't burnished with a Q-tip yet, and there's a reason, which I had explained. So, there's that one. So, let's go ahead and get the other side on. Not much pressure, just a little bit. Don't forget to cut it up here. And then roll it so it goes to the inside. Flip it over. Do the same thing. And then I'll grab my big one. Big thing here. I'll go ahead. Make sure it's flat and it won't lift. Plus cutting it to nice size. It looks really good in there. Not pieces too big, not pieces too little. You know, all that. Alrighty. Do this side. Do top. Back down. Make sure this is burnished down, nice and flat. And get this in. And there's that. Let's turn this a little bit. I noticed it's not seeing much. Alrighty. Pick it up. Pull it back a little. There we go. Bigger piece is always going to come off. Have to burnish this up a little bit. Pick it up. Hopefully I can grab that. And then a little piece on the bottom. Okay, to make it so you can grab it with the tweezers. There's that. So, go back to where you've cut. Make sure it's nice and flat.